white center and going from business to business. And we're going along with La Rama, a tradition from Veracruz. La Rama performed by the Seattle Fandango project, and this is the third year that together the Seattle Atajo de Negritos and La Rama with the Seattle Fandango project collaborate to do this together. This is crucial because many of us who are away, well, there's of course the language, the Latino connection, the nostalgia for our countries, but also it's been interesting to find connections in the traditions because we share the same history, colonialism, slavery, indigenous population. So it's incredible to find in the lyrics connections, in the steps, in the dances, and so it's a way for us to heal a little bit of the history, and also tell each other the same histories of diaspora. Is crucial, I think, to support each other, and another way to create community.
A la gente de la Rama, a la gente de la Rama, la 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 la.
The Rama is a tradition mostly from Veracruz, and what happens is that people go from house to house singing what is called las limas. This is important for us because it's a way for us to say that we're present, that we're not invisible. There are many things happening in our communities that make us invisible many times. And this is a way for us to say, here we are, we're present, and we're doing something positive, and we're together. So that's what the Rama means.
Seattle Atajo de Negritos. The Atajo de Negritos is a tradition particular to a very small rural area in the southern coast of Peru called El Carmen. And this tradition is characterized for having a heavy influence from the African population, or African descent population in Peru. So it has African influence, it has indigenous influence, and Spanish influence as well. And it's during the holiday seasons, the different atajos, which are the troops, the dance troops, dance, and they go from house to house to sing and bring blessings to the hosts, and the hosts in exchange they give them drinks or sweet bread or something like that. It's a way to create community and connect during the holiday season.
So today we sang a few different sones. One of them is called La Conga El Viejo. It's a conga, which is a specific type of rhythm that people know from the conga line, but it actually originated in Veracruz. And the Conga El Viejo is about the old man year.
So the Viejo is, we get this there's a tradition to make a stuffed person. So it's kind of like a scarecrow guy. And we make this stuffed person and we dance around with it, and he kind of represents the old year. And so it's this old man who represents the old year. And we sing verses to him, and he's left, he has, children for the new year, and was what we're singing. And then traditionally, at the end, in New Year's, the viejo, the old man, the stuffed old man, is burned, and people put fireworks inside, and it blows up in this great, fabulous explosion.
What's called the estribillo, the chorus of La Conga del Viejo, goes like this: Una limosna para este pobre viejo. Una limosna para este pobre viejo que ha dejado hijos para el año nuevo. So it's basically una limosna. Limosna is like an alm, like people asking for alms, a handout, a gift, a tip, a something for this old man, this poor old man. And he's left his children for the new year. That's basically the idea. And so everybody sings that as their verse is sung, and an individual sings the verse, and then the whole group will sing that chorus, that estribillo together.
La Rama is important to my family in La Joya, Veracruz. I used to go with my cousins to around the neighborhood, and coming to the States, it's not the same. Being able to go to different people's houses, you go down to your grandma's house or your cousin's house, and in the US, we're really isolated. So these traditions, it's hard to keep them up. But coming here to Seattle Fandango Project and being able to build community with each other is really important for maintaining the traditions and also maintaining the friendships. So I'm really glad that we're able to do this today.
This tune is called Panalibio, and it's a free dance. It can last for a long time. You know, the dancers improvise steps over and over and over again. And the lyrics talk a lot about, I make reference of the working in the fields, and also some of the movements that you do is working in the fields, working, makes reference to slavery, direct reference to slavery and the master who's gonna come out and to check that you're working. So let's go, everyone, let's go work in the fields.
Bueno, es un poco la nostalgia de estar fuera de nuestro país de origen, y esa nostalgia se reluce haciendo y transmitiendo en tu país que has emigrado, ¿no? Transmitiendo a los niños, transmitiendo no solo a la comunidad de tu país de origen, sino a la comunidad latina o a las personas que tienen ese sentimiento y el amor y el respeto por la cultura en general, ¿no? Y este es el caso que me pasa en este momento de estar fuera de mi país y coincidir con las fechas de las fiestas, y no puedo estar en mi país, pero de alguna u otra manera estoy con mi sentimiento y estoy con mi corazón y con mi tradición.
Vamos siguiendo pastores, los ricos rayos del sol, los ricos rayos del sol. Tira la 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 la, tira la 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 la.
But I think that La Rama, and the way that we have celebrated it in Seattle, kind of changes each year because of the way that we are as a group. That we always are kind of, we're not a specific fixed group. We're a community music, project, which means that, from one tocada to another, like from Thursday, like there were a different group of people played on Thursday, from Friday to Saturday to Sunday. It's always different, and then from year to year, it's always really different. And obviously, everybody gives something different to the group. And so every time we do La Rama, every time we have, throughout the year, we're kind of always shifting, and it always feels a little bit different.
The other songs we play, La Rama, which is mostly about the birth of Jesus Christ, but also about the branch and the decoration and caroling and going from house to house collecting goodwill and sometimes what are called aguinaldos, which are like sort of a tip, a thank you, sometimes in form of food, sometimes in form of money, sometimes in form of beverage, and people collect those. So this happens again in Veracruz. People take the rama from house to house. So the song La Rama has a part that has a verse part that's sung individually, and then that's followed by a chorus. It's called an estribillo, and that part is called, it goes naranjas y limas, limas y limones, más linda es la virgen que todas las flores. So it basically is oranges and limas is a hard one because it sounds like limes, but it's actually lemons, and it depends heavily on which part of Latin America you're in. But basically you could say oranges and limes, limes and oranges, or oranges and lemons, lemons and oranges. The Virgin is more beautiful than all of the flowers, and that's basically, and everybody sings that together as part of the tradition of La Rama.
This tune that we perform is called El Divino, and some of the Atajo tradition has 26 suites, and this is one of the 26 suites, and the lyrics is particular to, it talks about the baby Jesus, pretty much cooing and honoring the baby Jesus. Other Atajo songs talk more about the work in the fields and other things, but this one is about the baby Jesus.
Adorarte. Llegaremos, soberana majestad, para que seas feliz en la noche y en Pascua de Navidad.
So El Divino, this tune, is the one that is used to open the baptism ritual that happens the December 23rd. So that's the first song that is sang in the baptism ceremony to baptize all the dancers that are going to perform in the Atajo de Negritos.